Broadcast. No bell. Want to welcome everyone to Global Markets Radio Daily Recap. I'm your host, Andrew Spanton. Tuesday, the first day of 2012 trading. January the 3rd, 2012. What a day. What a day. What a one-way Tuesday. But really, it's the first day of the trading market, so it's one-way Monday. Tomorrow, we get a turnaround Tuesday. But it'll really be Wednesday. S&P selling off a little bit into the close, came off about 4 or 5 handles, but as you take a look here, we should be off to the races, one more move up. It certainly looks like we're going higher. We had some decent amount of news come out. U.S. side, housing number, a little bit better. Construction spending at 1.2%, but revision was revised down 1% from 0.8 to down 0.2. So the net skinny of the number was actually really not better. When you take the revision and you take the increase from estimates, wasn't that great. But ISM manufacturing PMI at 53.9, better than estimates of 53.3. Manufacturing PMI out of London at 49.6. Ooh, El Cable coming on. German unemployment at multi-year lows. And Swiss PMI surging 50.7. Oh, baby. But obviously we have more things that came out today. We had the Federal Reserve minutes coming out, letting us know that we are now going to know what each member thinks of where interest rates are going to be in the short term, medium term, and long term. I think this is one of the dumbest moves. I think this is too much transparency. I think that what this does is it's going to open a can of worms, and it's going to show how some members go back and forth, how some members are reacting to numbers on a month-to-month basis. And that's not long-term. Believe me, I think it's very important to, the wizard behind the curtain, and I think it is important to see that he has no clothes. But there's also something about, not knowing what the Fed's going to do. Having a little surprise value. Having a quiver in your arsenal to help the markets. Well, if something goes wrong, the Fed really can't do anything. I mean, they obviously can, but we're going to know what they're thinking. And it's almost, we'll know too much. And obviously the Federal Reserve saying interest rates are steady until 2013 mid. Big deal. So if the numbers keep getting better and unemployment comes around the corner, maybe a big number this Friday, the Federal Reserve will just change their mind. And we'll know that. Then we'll have a bad number, maybe they change their mind back. What this does is it causes the market to be more in flux. And this doesn't allow for more of a quarter-on-quarter evaluation, which I think is extremely important in economic analysis. I've been doing this long enough. And to me, it's always about 3 quarters. It's always about having good numbers for 3 months in a row. Then you got a trend. So that's just my little analysis of it. But as far as other numbers that are coming out, tonight we got nothing in Asia. Nada. Zippo. Tonight in Europe, we got a decent amount of data. London, construction PMI. Final services PMI out of Eurozone. French consumer spending. It's supposed to be up 0.3. We'll see. Apparently the streets of Paris are crowded. They're spending it up. I don't think so, but hey, we shall see. Mortgage approvals out of London. Flash CPI. Supposed to drop down to 2.8% out of the Eurozone. I look for inflation to fall off a cliff as demand destruction continues. And then the U.S., we pretty much got factory orders, and that's it. So we take a look at this S&P. And again, I want to wish everyone a happy new year. Happy and healthy. 2012 is going to be one hell of a year. And if you don't want to try my service, you're an idiot. If you're not going to be part of my team, you're a moron. Oh, baby. Let's see you do this alone, people. This ain't going to be an easy year. And if we go into a bear market like I think, you're going to need me. So keep trying to trade by yourself. Jerkies, your freebies. S&Ps look like 1310 to me. And then we get a turnaround Wednesday. A wild Wednesday. I'm looking for a wild, wild Wednesday. S&Ps get up to 1300 and dump the truck. Back the truck up and dump. I just don't see how we're going to explode here. Where's the good news? Where is it? Take a look at the dollar index. I'll tell you what. Iran today, you hear what they said? These backward freaking nation, with their all technological military, saying, it was such a ruse. And you know what? Obama fell for it. They shut the Straits of Hormuz by doing a missile test and said, sorry, we decided not to do it. But look, we shut it down. How can we let them get away with that? And then, after we removed our aircraft carrier battle group to allow them to have their missile test, they said, don't come back or we're going to shoot you down. We're going to sink you, basically. Let me tell you something. If George W., I know you folks hate him, but do you think they would have ever done that? Do you think what would he have done? He would have sent an aircraft battle group right in the next day. Show me what you got. Show me the money. The biggest bluff ever. And you know what? With our appeasing president, he ain't going to do nothing. He's going to allow them to have their moment in the sun. Once again, ratcheting down U.S. military prowess, which is such a deterrent you have no idea. And all the cuts they're making, while some of them I think are very good, I don't think we need to have so many troops in Europe and North Korea, South Korea. Absolutely. But I think to be able to fight two wars has always been something most Americans believe is something they want to pay for, just in case. So that makes me very nervous that we're only going to be able to fight one war and contain the other one. So anyway, we look at this dollar index. I would shove an aircraft battle group down their throats and say, come on, fire. Come on. Let's see what you got. And I'm sorry. The U.S. has the most sophisticated, besides Israel, the most sophisticated military in the world. To allow a backward nation to dictate terms to us, we dictate the terms. Hello. And where did that go? It's not good. It's not good. So again, dollar index looks like it's going to come in a little more. How much more, obviously, is the million-dollar question. You could do a fib. We could be talking a lot more. 78.50. Right. The fact that we even left in the first place. Exactly. It's Obama the appeaser. Once again. So I do think, again, we touched the 30 exponential moving average. I think we may come in a little bit more. Euro's right up against resistance and failed. We'll take a look at that in a second. But certainly I think we could get a little more follow-through in this. Clearing the tower. Maybe come down to that support level. 79.23. It's only 40 cents on the Dixie. But to see a more harsh move down to here, down to that Fibonacci, you never know. We might get some good news out of Europe. Things might fly. Let's take a look at gold. I think gold's setting itself up to be a nice short tomorrow also. Let me tell you, we get these things rallying a little more. Oh, baby. And what did I tell you? Soros and Jimmy Rogers at the lows. And now they're going to suck in all the people Oh, I missed it. Oh, here it comes. Here it comes. Give me a break. It's busted. We're going to go lower. Doesn't mean we can't get all the way up to 1,700. Wouldn't that be something? 1680? Around there. That would be something. $100 move. I think 1650 is a big spot for me. That's where I look to lay into it. Look how that high right there. And with the 30 exponential. Perfect. And if it does break through there, then it's going to go to 1,700 and then get the dump truck out. I think, you lay in looking for a reversal, but this move is not over. No way. Crude going up. Again, one of the things I've said over and over again, I'm scared to be short this because of the Iranian situation. Crude is breaking out. More money in oil-producing terrorist-type nations' pockets. Isn't that lovely? Thank you, Obama. Just amazing how much all the Republicans suck. I mean, Romney is just so bad. He's so plastic. He's so fake. I mean, he might be a good company man and businessman, but I don't know. I just think he's so fake. I like someone who you can tell, all right, he's telling, this is him. You don't know who you got with Romney. You really don't. Now, Obama apparently is going to pull a rabbit out of the hat, and Hillary's going to run with the vice presidency. Can you believe that? Terrible. But it looks like crude's going to 104. And if you measure the move, you go to 110. 110. Saber rattling out of Iran. All right, now let's get to the ones we're really careful about. Come on, baby. Euro dollar. Trying. It's trying very hard. Lagging, though. Now, we take out 131, and we could be talking here easy to the 30 exponential. We take out 131. We're looking at 132, right under it. So I think that this euro, we could easily see more of a move. I mean, listen, we're clearing the tower here. We took out that 30.50. We almost took it out. I think you got to BOP it. Buy on pullback. Looking for 132. Got this whole downtrend channel line. Come on, where are you? Right around 131. We clear through that. 132. 131.90. But certainly, even 131.50, this level here. Big spot. So I think the euro could definitely, the dollar has more downside. And, it's not necessarily the euro. I mean, look what Euro Aussie did today. Continuing to go lower. So it's more the other guys' greed. It's the other guys that are making the move. This thing. Listen, one thing I have to tell you, and I know Dennis Gartman short this, but he's so late to the party. I want to vulture this so bad, but I hate the euro. I mean, he's jumping on board. He's probably going to add at the lows. How can you sell this here? I understand it's falling off a cliff. But, for me, I trade off overbought, oversold. I look for bounces and downtrends to sell. I want this thing to get to 130 and then sell. But to sell it down here, to me, is reckless, abandoned trading. Reckless. Ridiculous. You missed it. To jump on here, he did this with Pound Aussie. It ripped 1,000 pips. It came in another couple of hundred pips and then collapsed, and then exploded. So again, as the stock market goes, this will go. If the stock market's going to keep going up, this is going to go down. The Aussie across the board is going to continue to rally. You look at Pound Aussie, continuing to go lower. It's going to test 150 tonight. This is the risk on trade. When the stock market goes up, Aussie and high yielders, New Zealand, they go higher against everyone. So Pound Aussie looks like it wants to collapse. And should we take out 150? Say goodnight. Notice cable was up nicely, but the Aussie was up more. Euro Swiss. Looks like I might want to pop. I think it's going to test 120, but we need bad news. We need something bad out there. It's range trading between 120 and 125. Euro Yen. Had the first pop. I really thought I sold the strength. What a meltdown. Below 99. Maybe that was it for the year. I don't think so. I think dollar yen acts terrible. I think dollar yen might want to test 76. I think we might have some intervention. Maybe. In the next 24 hours. But I think, again, the BOJ wants it to come in, and then they will act. But again, watch out in Asia tonight. First day, remember, we had Japanese and Chinese were off. This is their first day back. So you never know. Watch out. But this Euro Yen certainly could have another pop. Had a nice little pop here. 101. Downtrend channel. In the crosshairs. Look to sell it. I don't think we're going to take this out. Monster resistance there. Again, intervention, that everything's off the table. But just interesting, they closed the year under par. Amazing. Euro sterling, I think it still goes lower. Every time it rallies, it fails. Look at that rally. Failure. I think we break. We take out 83, say hello to 82 easy. Remember, I think this is one of the trades of 2012. You look at a yearly chart of over 3 years. Take a look at the yearly chart over 10. I got into foreign exchange around here. Okay, I remember Euro sterling here. Here. Look at this. You can't tell me Europe is that much better than London. It doesn't deserve to be here. This deserves to be down at 75. And remember, that's a lot of pips in Euro sterling. That's a lot. Euro Canada also, it did have a little reprieve today, came up a little bit. I mean, again, this is so oversold. I'm so scared to be short this thing. I don't love it anymore. I think it's due for a bounce. It's oversold. Yeah, I think it's a short long term. I think it's going to retest these lows of 125, but not tomorrow. I'd love to see a bounce to 134. I think it's due. But again, you got commodities up across the board. Commodity currencies outperforming today. S&P's up. The whole stage set for continuation tomorrow. But I do look for a reversal. And again, I'll be tweeting a lot tomorrow and this week. So remember, don't forget Voice of Forex on Twitter, Voice of Forex on Facebook, fan page, please like me. And of course, Voice of Forex on YouTube. Dollar yen looks like it's coming in. Crossing to the downside, heading through support. I think we might make a run for 76.10. I think then you look to buy it. And I think the Japanese might even talk tough. Talk tough, will not stand. Currency, fundamentals. We will act. Boom. But look at this dollar Canada. It's busted. It's rolling over. I like it short, Ronnie boy. Happy New Year, my friend. And again, people, we got a great team here. Sorry, some of you don't want to be part of it. But dollar Canada definitely breaking down. I think we certainly could roll over. You look at this wedge, and it is breaking the wedge. This is a significant break, in my opinion. Now, could it be a break it down to break it out? Absolutely. But I think in the meantime, you do your Fibonacci. We should be talking par, if not 99. 99. But certainly par 23, it's another about 85 pips. Should come in. 99 certainly looks like the spot. Big level of support there. But we're busted. This whole wedge is broken. We should have continuation. I know we got all these lines. But we take out par 50. Good night. We get Momo to the downside. Oh, yeah. Dollar Swiss rolling over. I like this dollar Swiss short. I can sell on A strength. I don't think we take out today's highs, 94. Look to sell at 93.50 and look for about 92.50 to take profit. Down nicely today. I think that continues. Sterling, relative strength winner today. Look at the alley right now. It's flagging. It looks like we might want to make a run for this top here at 57.50. Certainly should be another 100 pips left in it. Again, we got monster resistance here at 58, 57.75. I think we can make a run here, and I think the numbers might be good. Listen, good numbers today. Look at that crosshair. So it looks like we could be up another 125 pips in pound dollar. Oh, baby. Again, I'm calling for a monster reversal tomorrow. Look out below. Is pound Swiss failing? Trying to break out, but failing. I like it short. I think the Swiss franc is going to rally this year. I don't know where we end the year, but we're certainly going to have a rally in that. Aussie dollar, breaking out. Gone like the wind. Major monster channel line coming up. Take a look. Oh, baby. This should be a relatively easy trade. It didn't have much of a pullback last night I was looking for, but just went straight up. 104.90, people. 104.90. Should we take out 104? Easy. 100 pips. 90 pips from there. But this thing now wedging, taking out the wedge on the upside. As far as here, this wedge. But now we're going to make a move to this high, and let's see if we can take that out. Maybe we clear it and reverse. But I love it. I love it. Long and then short. New Zealand, same thing. Breaking out, taking out the channel line Kiwi. Whichever one you want to draw, it's breaking out. So now you want to do your Fibonacci, see, all right, where could it go? And you look for monster resistance, and this thing looks like it could go a lot higher. All right, everyone. 81. That's 200 pips. So certainly 80. But this baby looks good. As does all commodity currencies. Andrew Spanton, Global Markets Radio, the only voice you'll ever need. Geez, 23 minutes. Who truly loves to make you money. Hopefully you had a happy and a healthy. You ready to rock and roll. Bye-bye.